All right, welcome back into another episode of Indie B&B. Today I am joined by Soph Nathan from across the pond,
Hello.
the band Our Girl. How we doing?
Yeah. Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Getting up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for this Saturday
Yeah.
morning. Big
What time is it for you?
huh?
Is it really early for you?
No, it's 9 a.m. We're getting ready to go.
Right.
I've already done half the chores today. We're getting ready to go. I got a big football day coming, so we're excited. Football,
Great.
American football today.
Watching or playing?
Oh, watching for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Playing would be a lot today, but well, let's dive in. I mean, Our Girl is a second project for you. I mean, take me through kind of the beginning of this thing. Like, what's the where did it start?
It started when I was living in Brighton, studying there. I live in London now, but it was like 10 years ago, and I was playing in like 6 bands at a time, kind of thing, and really wanted to write my own songs, and started doing it, and then wanted to be in a 2-piece because I saw this band called Cousins from Canada who were like a 2-piece who were really cool. And I remember just being like, I want to do that. But then I met Josh, who's the bassist, and we became really good friends, and so he joined the band, and the other members, Lauren, who we met online and sent each other emails about like our favorite bands and stuff, and then just had one rehearsal and we were like, great, let's make a band. Let's do it.
The old online, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
So were y'all both at the same college, or was it just kind of you both from the Brighton area at the time?
Yeah, Josh and I were. And then Laura was in London, so we did a lot of back and forth. And I was going to London lots anyway for other music stuff. So, we've been playing together ever since. We played live for years, and then we put our first record out like 6 years ago. It's quite a big gap, and still going.
I love it. Well, you've got one album coming out. It's later this year. What's the date on that? Just so we get it right to our listeners.
It's the 8th of November.
8th of November. All right. Yeah. So we're getting
The Good Kind.
Yeah, but we've had a couple singles come out. One of them, obviously, What You Told About Me, is one I want to focus on for the song Spotlight. So we'd love to hear kind of your process there, really getting into how you created it, where it started, where it kind of finished there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Well, for this record, we demoed quite a lot of the songs. We worked on them together and demoed them at home before going into the studio. And this, I think, was one of the last ones we did. And yeah, I was a bit nervous to do it because it just felt like quite a personal song to me, and kind of as soon as you sing that to someone else, I don't know, it's just a bit embarrassing being a songwriter. But it's such an important release for me. Writing songs really helps me process stuff, and What You Told Me really helped for that. And I wanted it to be a big kind of wall of sound of guitars. It's a bit more like our first record in that it's quite heavy and guitar-y, but it's got quite soft vocals. I kind of like that combo, having that vulnerability, but then just making loads of noise. So we recorded the whole record in an amazing studio in Wales, and then came away and it didn't sound quite right. It sounded a bit bare, so I spent this one especially because I wanted it to be so thick. So we just spent a long time working on it, layering loads of guitars, and now it's got a ridiculous amount of guitars on it, arguably way too many. But we wanted that just really full, warm, kind of heavy sound.
Love it. I love it. Well, when you're layering in the guitar and adding those things in, how do you kind of gauge all right, we're gonna get what we want the sound for the streaming and the obviously album sound, but then also taking into the live effect. What do you guys do to will it sound different live, or will you guys be using pedals to kind of layer the guitars in and build it live? What will that look like?
I feel like there's just a different feeling you get live when you've got something literally coming out a speaker at you. And when I record that exact thing, it doesn't give me the same feeling as when I play it live, which is why I think I like to layer a few different sounds to make one sound, if that makes sense. So I guess there's the energy and excitement live that is harder to capture on record. So you've got to try different things to capture that. But there's a few songs on this record, including What You Told Me, where there's more parts than we have the ability to play live. We've got 2 extra live members now. And Josh he used to just play bass, but he plays guitar on this one too. So we sort of had a lot of fun figuring out who can play what and taking turns on lead lines and stuff. So yeah, it's different live, but it's pretty heavy still. I think we kind of almost have a tendency to go heavier sometimes live. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's like a real release for us, this one. It's a good one to play live.
I love it. I love it. Well, like whenever you guys are, creating, and you said the song's pretty personal to you. So like, for the songwriting side of things, like you said you demoed at home a lot.
Mm-hmm.
When you were doing that, were you inspired by something specific, or like what was kind of the impetus behind the lyrics? And, you said it's very personal. So kind of take me through, what it is about this one.
This song's about like someone you love, someone you really love not being well, and like the process of that and trying to support them, and like the heartbreak in that, but also like the moments of joy in like the respite. And like a lot of songs on this record, I've noticed that there's always like a hopeful end. Like almost all the songs, I'm like by the end of the song, literally like in the order of the lyrics, there's a kind of more hopeful feeling. And I think this song started out just, I needed like to let that feeling out, because I was just really upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like about like wanting to support someone and not knowing what you can do, but then also celebrating like the joyful moments and the fact that you can share in that with someone else, even if it's shit. Yeah, that's the gist of the song, really.
Gotcha. I mean, it's difficult to feel helpless, in that kind of situation. You're like, I don't know, what can I do? Like, I'm not a professional. I'm not, anybody. You kind of have to just be there. I think that's the big thing.
I mean, writing a song's not that helpful, but helped me process it. And actually, the person who it's about loves this song, so that means like a lot to me.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, as you guys get in, and we mentioned playing live earlier, like we've got some tour dates coming up, in UK and in some different places there. So take me through kind of the, you're getting into kind of, I feel like the release part of this, and then the album drops on the 8th. So like, what's that feeling like for you? I mean, you've done this before, I think, with some other projects, but for this one in particular.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's kind of it's been a long process from the last record, and then we toured loads, and then we started working on a new record, and then there was a pandemic, and then we worked on it more, and then we recorded it, and then we ended up spending a lot more time working on it and reproducing it. So it's been like a long time coming. So that feels kind of, it's kind of funny because we've lived with it for ages, but no one else has, apart from like our friends, my manager. So that's kind of weird, but it's really nice, like putting songs out and seeing people's response to them, and just being able to share it is like, and while almost having a bit more distance from the songs in a nice way, like I can be a bit more objective now. I can listen back, and I'm not thinking about the mix or thinking about like the levels of stuff. I'm just like, okay, this is it. It exists now as a record, and I'm excited to write more as well. I wish I already am, but it's a kind of funny one. Before you put a record out, you can't really tell how things are going. It's just in the internet, I suppose. So when we get on tour, I think that'll be great, because it's a huge part of us as a band, playing live and just like bouncing off people and playing music in a room with them. I think that'll make it all feel a bit more real as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, with the again, the tour coming up, like any dates in particular you got kind of circled as, places you're excited to go, maybe some places you guys haven't been as our girl, like, what does that look like?
Where haven't we been? I think we've been to most of these places actually, but we haven't done a headline tour for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
On the day the album's out, we're playing at Rough Trade East, the record shop in London, and I really like the shows there because, well, it's in a record shop. Like the record's out that day. It feels just like, it always feels like a celebration. So I'm excited for that one. But yeah, we start in Manchester in November, on the 27th of November, and we're doing it in like 3 chunks, which might be nice as well. Just like go for it for 4 days and then stop, and then yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a good process there. I mean, you start November 27th, so you're after Thanksgiving. You get a couple, you get a few of those dates out of the way pre-Christmas, and then you kind of get maybe a break there after.
Yeah, we can work on the set more and then do more.
Gotcha. With the so you will be writing throughout this process. I mean, is the next project already written, you feel like, or like do you have just kind of the bones of it, or where you kind of, I know it's like you're like, hey, we're just talking about one that's not even out yet, but like, come on, man.
No, I mean, I did tell you that, but fair enough. Yeah. No, I think I'm quite a slow writer. Like Or at least, I mean, some of the songs on this record, like we wrote quite a few years ago, and we could have put something out sooner, but then it wouldn't have had some of the songs that end up being on it that I prefer. So it's kind of like I've written quite a lot, actually. I was looking through it, and there's quite a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to just write lots, and if I don't like it, it doesn't matter, but it's like about the practice of it.
Sure.
So there's a lot, but I don't know if they're all good enough for a third record. So we'll see. We're going to keep going. Get in a room with the others and like just play a bunch together and see what comes out and see what we all think is like, you know, album worthy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's kind of the process. And like that'll be, you know, definitely not at a studio at home, just kind of getting together in a, you know, space and just getting and jamming, like to, you know, figure out what the ones that are album worthy. Like, what do you feel like makes a song album worthy?
I think it's just a feeling, really. I think we kind of all kind of know if we, I don't know. I don't know if it's about like liking it enough, because there are some songs I like, but they don't seem to mean as much, like songs I've written. But I think it's quite clear to us when one makes us feel a certain way. And I feel like those are normally the songs that I've sort of meant the most, or have meant the most to me as I'm writing them, because they're just like the most honest, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might ask Josh and Lauren, and they'd be like, "No, that's just a cool beat, so we wanted to do that one." But yeah, I think it's a feeling, but I think it's something we'll only really figure out like fully when we demo like live band with drums and bass and stuff as well. Because right now it's just demos of me just singing away to myself.
Yeah. You know, as a songwriter, I mean, I've never asked this, but like, you ever write anything that's just kind of silly and you're like, you know, that one, and it ends up being like one of a song that ends up on a record, like, you know, something that has a kind of a weirder concept, but like, yeah, I was eating, you know, chips and I thought about this and then I wrote this. Like, do you have anything like that's happened to you?
Are you a songwriter? Do you write songs?
I'm not.
No. I was wondering if you were saying that happened. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are some things. Let me think. There's always like a specific moment that sparks it. I'm just trying to think of one that's not embarrassing to tell anyone. But there are like small things, like the song "The Good Kind." I was like cooking in the kitchen, and Ella Fitzgerald came on the radio, and that song like really took me back to another time and place and a feeling. And so I then wrote the song about that, but really it all just came out of this one moment, but it ended up being about like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing often happens. That's not as like, I like the idea of like chips, you know. But I think haven't had the chip one, although I did have them for lunch, so maybe something will happen this afternoon.
There we go. We're getting ready for that. So I mean, what about with something about being a woman, like that, something about me being a woman, like what was the kind of, you know, quick inspo on that one? Like what happened there?
It was just a really frustrating situation with a man who just like wasn't very like respectful, I suppose. It's a long story, which I'm not gonna bore you or go. But it was just a really annoying classic situation that I think probably a lot of people could relate to. And it was quite a while after. I have a tendency to like have something happen, and then like months or years later, I'm just like writing a song and it all comes out into that song, and I'm like, oh, I need to get that off my chest. That was so frustrating. So that's what happened with this one, and it was just like very satisfying to put it into a song. I think when it's about things that are that specific, I kind of like worry a bit about the way I'm using language to like communicate that, because you like want to do it in the right way, but at the same time it's like kind of a story, and it's just like about making it fit into the song and the feeling. So I like rewrote some of those lyrics. We toured in the States, like apparently it was 5 years ago, like this month, which is like makes me feel so old. But we played we did a KXP session, and we played that song on it. And on that version, there's like the second chorus is different to how it ended up being on the record, which we recorded years later. So that's like one of the rare times where we're still sort of in the recording process, but actually it's like being captured into YouTube.
Wow. So we have a mystery. We have a alternate version out there on the KEXP session. So
Yeah.
people need to go find that Easter egg. I think that would be.
Yeah. Let me know if you think it's better and we shouldn't have changed it.
Yeah, I'm sure that the both versions are rock out. So I think you'll be just fine there. Well,
Thanks.
I think like I want to get in. Obviously the band cohesion is an important part of being together, and your tour. You're about to go into this tour, and you've toured before, obviously, but like easy to question would be to like, hey, what do your two bandmates do to drive you crazy on tour? Well, what do they do to make tour bearable, and what do you appreciate about each of them? I think that's the better
nice.
question.
That's the good way around, I think. And I've got more to say on that one, so that's good. We laugh at a lot of dumb stuff together, which is nice. And like when things don't go that well, I think we have a tendency to like find the humor in it, which is kind of nice because we're like in it together. That's the nice thing about being in a band. Like we all have different experiences of it, but we're like we're in everything together. And we've known each other and been in a band for like 10 years, so we know each other really well, and we've like got through different things and like supported each other through different things. So we've got each other's backs, I guess, in like our own different ways. But yeah, we have fun. It's funny because the songs are quite serious, and I feel like we sound like quite serious and I don't know, a bit emo or something. But it's like actually the kind of chat we have when it's just three of us. I mean, we'll go deep on stuff, but it is just like we're just like having a joke the whole time, which is really nice. Having a joke, but then also like, yeah, we're good friends, and I think we're tighter than ever having made this record. I think it's like made us closer than ever, and just a good team.
I love that. Well, like with Josh specifically, like, is he the snacks guy? Is he the guy who's great loader and unloader of equipment? Like, what's his kind of
role?
Yeah,
he is very precise about. He'll always bring hangers with him and hang all his clothes up. Like I'll just have my bag, there's just crap everywhere, and I just chuck stuff in, and he like neatly takes things out and will like put them in drawers and stuff for like one hotel room, which is quite funny. Maybe we need to get him to like do that for us as well, so that we can all be in check. Because I'm not like that. I'm just like, grab what I need, throw it back in. Yeah, snacks guy. I mean, he kind of is the snacks guy. I'd say he's leader of the snacks.
CEO of snacks. All right, there we go. So Josh, CEO of snacks, organizational guru.
Yeah, when it comes to clothes, when it comes to clothes, yeah.
What about Lauren?
She's very organized, actually. She's described before that our brains, like her brain is like a file of facts, and there's all the clear files, and you can just like reach in and get what you need. And mine's like the drawers are all flying across the room, and it's like I can grab what I need, but it's like not at all organized. Which it's got more organized in recent years. But yeah, Lauren's she's very organized. It's good. It's helpful.
She's putting you guys on schedule, making sure we're getting up at time, leaving
she's
on time.
Riser for sure.
Got it.
Yeah.
She's logistics king, essentially,
Yeah, sure.
I'm putting labels on everybody, I want to make sure get the right one.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad. I mean, that's awesome. You guys have that, able to find the humor when something doesn't go that bad. I mean, I think, or it doesn't go well. Like, I think that is something that goes a long way. And, you're together for, weeks at a time on these. And it's just, it's just y'all. Like, at the end of the day, like, you have the manager.
It's a funny lifestyle, just being with the same people, trapped in a van for hours on end.
Yeah.
But, it's fun.
Yeah. What do you guys listen to? Y'all podcast folks, or do you guys do, y'all do records all the way through? What is?
Yeah, normally records. We had to sign some stuff the other day, and we listened to like, what did we listen to? We listened to Chapel Roan. We listened to Wilco. It's quite like a mix of stuff. I like don't know that much pop music, but Lauren's more into it, and I have got into it more recently. So there's been a few albums like Caroline Polachek that Lauren and I are just like singing on top of our lungs to, and Josh is kind of into, but not quite sure yet. And then he'll put on like Yola Tengo or something.
Oh wow! So we got a good diverse kind of like you're getting a lot of good exposure, and
we had a good one the other day where we were driving back from somewhere, and it was a really long drive, and it was the three of us in the front of the van, and we just put on like 80s classic belter sing-alongs, and we were all just like going for it. So those ones are fun. Obviously, sometimes you just want to put your headphones in and not talk to anyone, but most of the time we will just be singing and chatting.
I love that. Yeah, I had one major touring band. Like they did. I just released them this week, Edgewood Heavy, and they were like, yeah, look, you got to know, and you got to know each other, and be like, when it's time to put the headphones in and just not talk to each other for a while, like, yeah. And then somebody will break the ice later. Like you got to have that that ability as well,
because you don't have that much alone time, so you need to be able to just like take it even when you're surrounded by people, which I feel like would probably be quite stressful or daunting thing from a lot of people, but because I've always toured, kind of used to it.
Yeah. I think it's a good trait to have, being able to just kind of zone out while people are still around. I think that's a big thing, being your own little world. But well, speaking of my own little world, something I made up completely. Pete Peterson's Party Pack of Questions.
Sounds good.
Wild transition there. Here we go. Well, let's get into it. Like, Pete Peterson's Party Pack of Questions. Pete Peterson, my alter ego. I've never explained that before ever, but I just I needed to do that. Somebody asked me the other day, like, "Who the fuck is Pete Peterson, dude?" I'm like, something I made
up. You make him up to ask these questions, or were you doing it and you were like, "This shouldn't be coming from me. This should be coming from Pete."
Yeah, this is Pete talking. This isn't Grant talking. It's Pete. So Pete Peterson's Party Pack of Questions. 20 questions right in a row. Starting now. Soph Nathan, cake or pie?
Pie.
She's
assuming pie is the savory pie.
Savory pie. Yes, not meat pies. I mean, you could include meat pies in there if you like.
Yeah. But you guys do you call pizzas pies sometimes?
Sometimes we call pizzas pies. Depends where you are.
But yeah, pie, please.
Pie. Steak and pie. All right. Salad or soup?
Salad.
All right. She's salading it up. All right. Sunrise or sunset? What are you seeing more of these days?
I'm definitely seeing more sunsets.
More sunsets.
But I enjoy a sunrise when it happens, and I happen to be conscious.
I like that. I like it. Would you rather hit a home run or score a touchdown? This is a real American one.
Yeah. Home run looks. Yeah, home run.
Home run.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. All right. Are you having more nights in or nights out these days?
More nights in than I used to.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Let's go. More rest. When you do go out though, and you hit the, I believe they're called discos across the pond, and your jam comes on, are you more likely to hit the robot or the worm in the middle of the dance floor?
The robot, but only because I physically can't do the worm. Okay. I'd love to be able to do the worm.
Could learn how to do it. A lot of YouTube out there. I like it. I like it. Guac or queso at your favorite Tex-Mex spot?
Guac.
She's guacking it. All right. Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes, because they can also be savory.
Okay. I like that.
Salty things.
Salty things. All right. Coffee or tea with your savory pancake?
Tea.
Teeing it up. All right. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Are you more like a ninja or a pirate?
No one's ever asked me that before. I'm more like a pirate.
Pirate?
Yeah.
All right. Avast mateys. Here we go. Gatorade or Powerade?
So is Powerade blue and Gatorade is not blue?
So they both have blue flavors.
Oh, right. Okay.
But so Powerade is famous for their Mountain Berry Blue. That is what you would find in a...
Okay. I don't think I've had either.
Okay.
Are they both like kind of sweet caffeine?
They're sweet sports drinks.
Yeah, okay. Powerade sounds more fun.
All right. Hey, she's going with the Powerade. I like it. Toast or bagels?
Bagels. Bagels are a treat.
Chips or pretzels? And that would be like crisps or pretzels to y'all.
Crisps.
Crisps.
Chips. Yeah, hands down.
All right. Fries or tots, which would be chips or tots.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about this the other day when I ordered some tots and fries. You can rely on fries more.
Yeah, a good fry goes a long way versus a good tot. It's more versatile, as I've found that many people say that it's more versatile. So
yeah, okay, I agree.
All right, after a long day, are you more likely to unwind with a TV show or a movie?
A TV show.
TV show, I like it.
Less commitment.
Are aliens real?
Not the green ones, but there is life. I'm sure there is some sort of life somewhere, but it's probably tiny.
Tiny life. I like that. Is Bigfoot real? Something a little bit opposite of tiny.
Sure. No.
Soph's out on Bigfoot. All right. Is love at first sight real?
Well, I mean, kinda. You kind of just know sometimes. So maybe Love at First Talk.
All right, we'll take that.
Let's say
We'll take
yes
that.
and be cringy. Yeah.
Final question of Pete Peterson's party pack of questions: who are 2 bands that we ought to check out that we might not know?
Mm-hmm.
And you may say Big Moon if you want to. Your other band.
Thank you. I won't, but I appreciate it. Well, now you've said them, so no, I don't have to.
That's a bonus. That's a bonus.
Yeah. There's a band called Lime Garden who I really love. I've been listening to their record a lot. They're from London, and they're awesome. I was going to say Big Thief, but everyone knows who Big Thief is, right?
Love Big Thief. See them every time they come to town.
Yeah, me too. I've seen them way too many times. Okay, so not them. Porridge Radio.
Porridge Radio.
Yeah,
I have actually heard of them. I love that.
They put a record out yesterday, actually. So it won't be yesterday when this airs, but recently.
Porridge Radio. I love that. So Lime Garden and Porridge Radio. Those are your 2 picks. Love it. Love it. I have a bonus question. This is back to Grant, not Pete, but your producers worked with dry cleaning, and have you had a chance to interact with those folks? Like, I have seen them twice here in the States. Very curious on the dynamic, and if you've ever met them, what they're like.
We share a manager, actually, so I've kind of met them briefly. I don't know them at all. Like a hello, I'm Soph kind of situation, but they all seemed lovely.
Awesome. I just, their music is so unique that I'm like, there's got to be something interesting going on here. I'm so curious.
Yeah. I'd like to see them again. Actually, I haven't seen them like live for years, but they're obviously an amazing band. So, sorry, I don't have more intel on them.
Hey, it's okay. I saw it on the, I read it on the thing that you guys were, kind of in the same circles, and I figured I'd ask the question.
Yeah, for sure.
But so I appreciate you stopping by here on your afternoon in London, and we will get you guys. Obviously, when you come to the States, Atlanta, if you can get it on the books, we'd love to have you. We'll be front row on the.
You are. Cool. Yeah. So. I'd love to. We were there like 5 years ago on a tour, but I'd love to make it out to the States.
We love it. Well, November 8th, everybody check out the album coming out. Pre-save it in your streaming platforms, anywhere you need to do that. Follow them on Instagram. Get into their tracks on their Spotify. They'll be linked below for the What You Told About Me, that song, as well as many, many others that we can, the link to their Spotify profile and everything. So go check out Soph and our girl, and give them some love, and if they come to your town, go see them.
Come on down.
I love it. We love it. Well, so thank you so much for taking the time this morning or this afternoon.
You too. Thanks so much for having me.
All right. Take care.
Cool. Bye.